Hello, and welcome to 5 Minutes Fluentcast, the podcast that takes you to fluency. Here, you improve your English naturally, listening to real conversations about everyday life. Let's get started. Hey, Yasmin. You know what I've been thinking about lately?
What, Henrique?
How much of our day is basically on autopilot?
Oh yeah, habits control way more than we realize.
Exactly. I read somewhere that a huge percentage of what we do every day is just habits, not conscious decisions.
That makes total sense. Like brushing your teeth, checking your phone, making coffee. You don't really think about it.
Right. And the interesting part is how habits actually work in the brain.
Yeah, it's not just about discipline or motivation.
Not at all. From what I understand, habits follow a pretty simple loop.
Cue, routine, reward?
Exactly. Something triggers the habit, then you do the behavior, and then you get some kind of reward.
Let's break that down. What would be a cue, for example?
A cue can be almost anything. Time of day, an emotion, a place, or even another action.
Like waking up and immediately checking your phone.
Perfect example. Waking up is the cue, checking the phone is the routine,
And the reward is that little hit of dopamine. Notifications, messages, news.
Exactly. Your brain loves that.
That's why habits are so powerful. Your brain is basically trying to save energy.
Yeah, habits make life more efficient. The problem is, not all habits are good.
True, some habits help us grow, others keep us stuck.
And what's interesting is that habits don't really disappear.
They don't?
Not completely. The habit loop stays in the brain. You can change the routine, but the cue and the reward often stay the same.
So if someone wants to stop a bad habit, they shouldn't just try to delete it.
Exactly. They should replace it.
That explains why quitting habits is so hard when you don't have a replacement.
Yeah. Take stress, for example. If stress is the cue and the reward is relief, your brain will look for something.
And if you don't choose the routine consciously, your brain chooses the easiest one.
Like scrolling, eating junk food, or procrastinating.
That connects perfectly with procrastination, actually.
Totally. Procrastination is often just a habit loop around discomfort.
So the science of habits shows us that change is more about systems than willpower.
I love that idea. People think they need more motivation, but what they really need is a better structure.
Yeah, motivation comes and goes. Habits stay.
Another thing I find interesting is how small habits can create big changes over time.
The compound effect.
Exactly. Tiny actions repeated daily shape your identity.
That's powerful. You're not just building habits, you're becoming a different person.
Right. If you read a little every day, you start seeing yourself as a reader.
If you practice English every day, even for 10 minutes, you start seeing yourself as someone who speaks English.
And that identity shift makes the habit easier to maintain.
Because now it's not about effort, it's about this is who I am.
Exactly. Another thing science talks about a lot is environment.
Oh yeah, environment is huge.
Your environment often matters more than your goals.
People underestimate that. If your phone is always next to you, you'll use it more. It's not a character flaw.
It's just human behavior.
So instead of saying, I have no discipline, it's better to ask, how can I change my environment?
Like putting your phone in another room.
Or preparing your clothes the night before if you want to exercise in the morning.
You're basically making the good habit easier and the bad habit harder.
That's such a simple idea, but so effective.
And science supports that. Our brains naturally choose the path of least resistance.
So if the healthy choice is the easy choice, you're more likely to stick with it.
Another thing I find fascinating is how long habits take to form.
Yeah, people always say 21 days, but that's not really true.
Not at all. It depends on the person, the habit, and the complexity.
Some habits take weeks, others take months.
And that's okay. The mistake people make is giving up too early,
They think something is wrong with them.
when actually their brain is just learning.
I like thinking of habits as a skill, not a test.
That's a great way to see it. You don't fail at habits, you practice them.
And some days are better than others.
Consistency over perfection.
Always.
So, if someone listening right now wants to build a new habit, what would you suggest?
Start ridiculously small,
I agree. Like so small it almost feels too easy.
because the goal at the beginning is not performance, it's showing up.
Once the habit exists, you can improve it.
Exactly. First, you build the habit, then the habit builds you.
That might be my favorite line of the episode.
Same here.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Fluentcast.
If you enjoyed this conversation and learned something new,
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
we post new episodes with real English and real ideas about life.
You can also download the PDF with the full transcript of this episode. The link is in the description below.
And here's an important tip. Try listening to this same episode every day for 1 week.
Repetition helps you understand more deeply, notice new expressions, and improve your listening skills.
This is how real learning happens, naturally and step by step.
See you next time.
Bye.